Hello Leos and welcome to your March 2024 reading. So March is a beautiful month where we have spring, Ostara, the spring equinox where things balance and life starts coming back again. So very significant for our intentions, our magic. And of course, we have on the 10th the new moon in Pisces. So here addressing your spirituality, addressing what you will want to be discovered, uncovered, and bring the light on for the next 6 months that is within you. And the full moon around the 24, full moon and eclipse in Libra. So everything that has to do with balance, associations, us and the other. Is it balance or not? So equinox and the full moon eclipse. So the full light on what is hidden about this. And the capacity to eclipse it, to break a cycle. So it's very significant of how we're going to start the next year to come. So let's begin. I meditated on your energy, of course, and the first card that came out is the Page of Wands. So here you are with a fresh new energy at the beginning of the month. Fresh new energy, embarking on a new path. Okay, when it's the page, that means we're not completely professional about it. We're enthusiastic, we're passionate to learn about it, but we're embarking here in that new thing towards happiness, contentment. Here, the character in his higher self, white robe, passionate mind, red hat here, with all of his emotions processed, content, no dependency, and ready to exchange in the 10 of Cups. And then we arrive with death of King of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. So that new path is maybe going to confront you this month, but you're starting with kind of a wake-up call, enlightenment, judgment. You will see, and at the end of the month, you're finally letting die old abandonment issues, the feeling of not being enough, of allowing sacrifice, of maybe folding to the will of others, because the King of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles, this is when other people's willpower is surpassing ours, and we're allowing ourselves to sacrifice our needs, our comfort for that. We can also be stuck with this very passivity because we don't have the energy to back up what we would desire, our own alignment, our own abundance, and all of that. Our king is passive, he's not budging. Whatever was the source of that, death will allow it to be purified. So under the page, we have judgment. There it is. You're coming in the month with it. That's why I was saying he's embarking on a new path, because here we have judgment with the High Priestess and the 10 of Cups in reverse. And that is high frequency, bringing up to the surface the parts of us that carry sadness, disconnection from the world, 10 of Cups in reverse, that have a hard time, low vibrational, that have a hard time rising to the joy of even receiving. So maybe at the beginning of the month, you might feel old sadnesses coming up. Beginning of the month or end of February. With the high priestess there, you recognize these vibrations. You know exactly who they are. This is an opportunity to master the hidden parts of you. Under our 9 of Cups, we have the 4 of Swords here beside the Judgment. This is going to bring an understanding of, your old sorrows and disappointments. 3 of Swords on the wall here. And under that, I have the 7 of Cups. So, yeah, I'm moving towards my happiness. And what happens when we move towards our happiness is that everything that is opposite within us from the happiness we're moving forward, of course it's going to come up to be addressed. The path of light is filled with our demons and things like that because we cannot deny them and just, surf on a unicorn rainbow here. So, 7 of Cups, my fantasies, my nightmares, everything that is stuck in my waters, that when I'm trying to project, they kind of come up to the surface and blur my vision. They're going to come up so that you can let them die, let them transform. And under death, I have the 3 of Cups and I have the Ace of Pentacles. It's on the side. So I think since this is general, some of you it's like this, some of you it's like this, some of you it's moving a bit. But it's to arrive to a 3 of Cups. That means that making the shape of my emotions in a receiving mode, celebrative receiving mode, so that my cup is in that state. And that actually allows, because if you see these girls, they're in a garden, and we can only see the next pentacle of our abundance, growth, the betterment of our human experience in this pentacle world if we're in a garden. And in a garden means in a state of being that promotes growth. What doesn't promote growth is 10 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands in reverse. That does not promote growth. So that's why we need to face them. And that's what you're going to do this month. Bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands works with the law of attraction. You attract what you vibrate. You do not attract what you want or you brainwash yourself of by repeating it a million times. You attract what you vibrate. You vibrate what you believe. And so that's why if there's parts of you in your unconscious, subconscious that believe you're not enough, you're abandoned, that's what the law of attraction is going to bring to you. Because your subconscious is going to always be stronger than your consciousness. Because it's got millions of years of information in there. So let's clarify. Until you bring the light on it, you understand it, and then you can pull the judgment. Okay. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Leos for the month of March 2024. Yeah, understanding this is your key. All right. Page of Wands for Leos. Why is the Page of Wands there? Okay. So, all right. We have the Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Justice in reverse. And here's the Libra, full moon in Libra. So you're embarking on this new path towards your happiness. But here we have a major arcana. So that means that what is happening on a macro level, not a micro, but a macro universe here in your alignment, in your beliefs, is the... So I'm walking towards my happiness, but I have a deep core belief that the world is unfair. Will I succeed? Of course not, because the world is unfair. So what allows you to still take that path is that you are slowly leaving your emotional prison, okay? The emotional prison of the Four of Cups, where you can only refer to what is possible for you from what you've experienced before. And of course, if we look at that guy, that was so-so. He cannot see the Ace of Cup. And he needs that Ace of Cup to be in his happiness, to go from 7, 8, 9. So 8, we leave the old stuff. 9, we're purified and content. 9 of Wands, even though I'm on my guards, I am still walking forward. But strongly within me, I have the references of unfairness and unbalance. Let's look at the Judgment. So all those unconscious parts are going to come up. It's going to be all those stories within yourself of that time that was so unfair, so unfair. Those wounded parts of you. High Priestess. Wounded parts of your soul. Of those times where the Ace of Pentacles was not accessible, where you weren't here, 8 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to keep the High Priestess here because this is the significance. You know exactly, Leo. Since we have twice the High Priestess here, as I'm talking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All those times where you felt you weren't enough, where you didn't feel supported in the flow, where your energy was not climbing here. Let's look at that High Priestess. So this is, here we have you in reverse, and we have the Magician. So all those times trying to manifest something, but your lion was stronger than your higher self. And these two are the two only characters with the infinity symbol over their head, because they understand how the universe works. Here it says, and the strength is your higher self, your feminine, the one that's connected to the invisible, that can receive information, insight, direction of your soul, of your spirit, of the spark of the divine. She understands how the universe works. And here we have a masculine that follows his aspiration, that because he's in his higher self. You see the white robe, higher self. So he's got the capacity to receive. The water is clear. Receives his aspiration from above and brings it below. That's the gesture he makes here, because he understands how the universe works. So here you are, like understanding how the universe works, but what is playing is your body, is your ego, is your animalistic side, the part that remembers all of the sufferings and is going to make sure that that's going to react to the possibility of being hurt. Which is good if it's, I fell down the stairs. Now my lion remembers stairs can be painful and is going to give me this little guard when it comes to passing near staircases. That's fine. It's to survive. Everything is to survive. So he's doing his job when it comes to that. But when it comes to your happiness or going for your dreams or implanting, your next seed for your next 10 years, if he has unfairness, the world is unfair, let's keep ourselves away from that. Then that's going to be the detriment, because you're going to manifest the wrong thing. You're going to manifest this. Because that's what's written in your lion, in your blood, in your memories, in the memories of your cell, in the water of your cells. So let's look at that 8 of Cups. So during the month, I think you're going to see how you can attract. The sun is going to come right on it. On how you're attracting from a Queen of Wands in reverse. You're attracting not the right thing. You're attracting 3 of Cups in reverse. Your waters are not in a receptive, they're in a drowning sadness side. 4 of Pentacles, well, maybe what you were holding on to, you're starting to allow to let go. A core fear of abandonment. And when we have a core fear of abandonment, we're going to hold on, clam up, because what if we're rejected? Then we won't even try. 4 of Swords. We have enough memories of the disappointments that comes with it. We didn't pick up out of a Cracker Jack box the idea that the world is unbalanced and unfair. It comes from experiences. Your own experiences, the experiences you inherited in your body. Very linked to King of Wands in reverse. So I'm letting go of that. The ones of you that are like, I don't have the energy or the capacity to go for my dreams. In some ways, it's not happening. I'm letting things happen. Or I'm trying to do them, but I don't have the energy. Or I'm stuck with extra demands around me all over, which makes me put aside my own things. I'm afraid to not be wanted, that what I want to bring will not be wanted. So I'm just letting things happen. A lot of my heartaches come from distorted King of Wands. That's probably what is going to be revealed. What kind of distorted King of Wands? A King of Wands in reverse can be a narcissist person, where, of course, if you're around narcissist people, you yourself have no value but the one that you're offering to them. So then you learn to deal with life like this. Or extreme passivity, or imposing their will without any regards to yours. These are all different aspects of distorted King of Wands. Maybe I said Pentacle at one point, but anyway, you know what I mean. 7 of Cups here. So when we try to imagine ourselves, on our path of happiness and so on, we will have a hard time visualizing it, because our lion is like, don't even dream it, because if you dream it, you're going to be disappointed. That's when the body, the ego, is stronger than the higher self. And of course, we have a hard time allowing our joy to come towards us. It's getting lost in translation. because of all the influences of our unconscious or subconscious. But with death, that's the purifying part. All right. Pope. The Pope is going to be able to apply what the High Priestess is trying to teach. Four of Wands. There's the threshold, the canopy, the archway that's going to allow these two girls are waiting for you to go and celebrate life for them. Because of that cleaning, this is actually going to open up the archway for you to, in your sovereignty, because you understood this, you're going to be able to apply your spiritual knowledge into your life. You will not be juggling anymore with an old lie. Here. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. So we have the Page of Wands and all of that. But here, this is going to be the end of juggling. Here, juggling under it. We had these are two twos. Okay, so this is really in the causal plane. Am I going to follow my inner light or not? Am I going to let die? Trust me. Trust the light within me. Trust the trumpet here, you know. Do I trust these guys or I trust the trumpet? Who do I serve? Do I serve my higher self or do I serve my baggage, my body, my ego? Who do I serve? That maybe will be the name of your video, Leos, because all of this is happening during the month to a culmination of there's going to be the doorway where I can leave all of the rest behind and cross on the other side, where there things will be balanced. There my worth, my value, and my capacity to go for what I want to invest and grow will be easy. Four of Wands. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing behind the scene trying to ruin you. Things are fair and balanced. Then it's my choice to cross it or not. So who do I serve? You have to serve your higher self. So, I'm going to call this Who Do I Serve? There you go, Leo. Because it's with the Pope and the High Priestess, there's a sovereignty happening here. And ultimately, that's the question that, to whom do my sword serve? There you go. On this, I am sending you all my love and light, Leo. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting and all of that. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's a website. You go on it and there you go. It's very easy. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and full moon, I ask the universe to give you back in the shape that is the most suitable, helpful, supportive for you. And on that, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.